8.1 Kurt Weiner, Big Wave Surfer.
Kurt, do you have to be very fit and strong to be a big wave surfer?
Yeah, you do. You have to be strong in mind and body. It's a fantastic sport, but a dangerous one. I find doing yoga helps me a lot.
Yoga?
Yeah, a lot of surfers do yoga. You have to learn to hold your breath, and yoga helps with that. And, of course, it helps you keep calm when things get difficult.
I can understand that.
I've learned to hold my breath for over 4 minutes. That was one of the first things I had to learn. The bigger the wave, the longer you have to do it.
4 minutes. Wow. Kurt, did you have to start surfing when you were very young to be as good as you are today?
I can't remember when I didn't surf. My dad took me before I was 2 years old.
So, do you have to start young if you want to be a good surfer?
Well, you don't have to, but it helps. And living here, it's the natural thing to do. It's just part of life on Oahu.
You say you have to keep fit. So, how often do you train?
Well, I don't have to train every day, but I do most days. I go swimming underwater. I go to Three Tables Caves near my home. It's great for breath-holding practice.
And do you travel to surf?
I do, a lot. I've been to surf spots all over the world, from Mexico to China. But right on my doorstep is one of the most famous waves in the world, the Banzai Pipeline. It's a fantastic ride.
Kurt, you're a lucky guy. I hear you have a surf school, too. Can you teach me to surf?
8.2 You don't have to, but it helps. 1,
Kurt, do you have to be very fit and strong to be a big wave surfer?
2,
You have to be strong in mind and body.
3,
You have to learn to hold your breath.
4,
That was one of the first things I had to learn.
5,
Kurt, did you have to start surfing when you were very young to be as good as you are today?
6,
I can't remember when I didn't surf.
7,
So, do you have to start young if you want to be a good surfer?
8,
You don't have to, but it helps.
9,
I don't have to train every day, but I do most days.
8.3 Questions and answers. 1,
Does Kurt have to train hard?
Yes, he does. He has to train very hard.
2,
Why does Kurt do yoga?
Because surfers have to hold their breath for a long time.
3,
Do all surfers have to start young?
No, they don't have to, but it helps.
8.4 Pronunciation. 1,
I have a good job. I have to work hard.
2,
He has a new surfboard. He has to train a lot.
3,
We had a good time. We had to get up early.
8.5 Advice from Dr. Drew. A,
Dear Adam, before you do any more exercise, you must see a doctor. You must find out how serious your injury is. If it's not too bad, then you should do gentle exercises at first. Perhaps some exercises in water, a little swimming perhaps, or join a yoga class. And you must walk before you run again. You absolutely mustn't run until it has completely healed.
B.
Dear Millie, the fact is that to get to the top in sport, you have to train very hard and keep very fit. This could be the chance of a lifetime. I don't think you should talk to just your friends. You must talk to someone else about how you feel, and this should be your parents or your coach. I don't think you should believe all your friends say about having fun. Maybe they're jealous of your special talent.
C.
Dear James, you should make exercise a part of your daily life. You shouldn't sit at your desk all day. Perhaps there is a gym near where you work. Keep some sports clothes at work and go there for just 15 minutes in your lunch break when you can. You don't have to exercise for long periods. Just 10 minutes every now and then helps. When you travel, you should stay in hotels that have a gym or a spa. And if you want to lose weight, you shouldn't have too many big business dinners in expensive restaurants.
D.
Dear Cheryl, oh dear, I think you should try a different kind of exercise. I don't think you should exercise alone. It can help if you do it with other people. What about a sport such as tennis or perhaps dancing? There are all kinds of dance classes. You're sure to find one you like. One of the best exercises is walking, and you don't have to do this alone. You should ask a friend to go with you, and then you can chat and exercise at the same time.
8.6. Giving advice. 1.
I'm hopeless at all sports.
You shouldn't worry about it. Lots of people aren't sporty, but you should make some exercise part of your daily routine. Walking more quickly can help.
2.
I can't sleep at night.
You must do more exercise during the day. Why don't you walk to work? And you shouldn't drink so much coffee just before bedtime.
3.
I don't like my brother's new girlfriend.
I don't think you should tell your brother. I think you should try to find some good things about her.
4.
I've got an important exam tomorrow, and I'm really nervous.
I don't think you should study any more today. You must get a good night's sleep tonight. Don't worry. I'm sure you'll pass. And if you don't, it's not the end of the world.
5.
A boy in my class is bullying me.
You must tell your teacher, or ask your mum to talk to the teacher.
6.
I fell off my bike and banged my head. Now I've got a bad headache.
Oh, that looks bad. You must go to A&E immediately and get an X-ray. I'll drive you. I don't think you should go alone.
7.
Oh, my computer's behaving very strangely.
Mine does that all the time. You should do what I do. Turn it off, wait a while, then turn it on again. It's the only thing that ever works for me.
8.
My car's making a funny noise.
It sounds bad. You mustn't drive it. You should call the garage.
8.7. A health quiz. Answers. 1.
You shouldn't skip breakfast. This is not true. Skipping breakfast does not necessarily make you unhealthy. However, the fact is that people who do have breakfast are more likely to look after their health generally. They eat healthily and exercise regularly, so they're more healthy anyway.
2.
You should weigh yourself regularly.
This is true. Weighing yourself regularly helps you to keep a healthy weight. But you shouldn't do it too often. Not every day. Once a week is enough.
3.
You must always warm up before hard exercise and cool down after.
Yes, this is a good idea. Some fast walking to start, and perhaps some yoga or Tai Chi afterwards.
4.
Swimming is one of the best forms of exercise you can do.
This is true. Some people say that swimming is the perfect exercise for the body. Tai Chi is also very good because it is both movement and relaxation. And don't forget walking. It's a simple but powerful way to keep healthy, as long as you do it in comfortable shoes.
5.
You should do 30 minutes continuous activity rather than 10 minutes 3 times a day.
This is not true. Best is short periods of 10 minutes, but it's fine to do both. You should try to do at least 150 minutes a week.
6.
You should always exercise until it hurts. No pain, no gain.
This is not true. You don't have to feel pain when you exercise to keep fit. Do it slowly at first. Little and often is better, and then build up to harder, longer exercises.
7.
If you want to lose weight, you should drink water after a meal.
No, you should drink water before a meal. It helps you feel full, and you won't eat too much.
8.
If you don't feel full after a meal, you should wait 15 minutes and see how you feel then.
This is a good idea. Sometimes you want to eat more just after a meal. But if you wait 15 to 20 minutes, your food fills your stomach and you start to feel full.
9.
You should always choose water over other drinks to rehydrate after exercising.
Not true. It doesn't have to be water. Any non-alcoholic drink will rehydrate you.
10.
It's better to exercise in the morning rather than the afternoon or night.
Not true. There is no best time. The important thing is just to exercise. You can do morning, afternoon, or night.
8.8. Andy Lambert, a stuntman story.
Andy, I've often wondered, and never asked, how did you become a stuntman?
Well, I first thought about it when I was at school. I always loved sports, all sports. Athletics, swimming, even pole vaulting, anything and everything. And I loved climbing trees too, so I thought, I'd like to be a stuntman.
Really? You actually had the idea at school? It's not a job many people think of.
Well, I did. But then I thought that the people doing it had to be very special in some way, so it couldn't be me. But eventually, when I was 29, I had the courage and got started. 29 is quite late for a stuntman.
So, what were the first jobs you did?
Well, I worked as a film extra at first on some TV dramas. I was the person sat at the bar, or just one of the crowd. But at the same time, I worked at other skills. You have to do that. Horse riding, high diving, and martial arts, of course. I did judo competitions, and I built a portfolio of photographs of myself.
You really planned it carefully then?
Yeah, I was keen. And finally, I got my first job. It was on a film called Onegin. a Russian romantic drama with Ralph Fiennes. I was doubling for Toby Stevens, Maggie Smith's son.
Oh, yeah? Then what?
Well, after that I got work on a Bond film, one with Pierce Brosnan. When he comes crashing through a restaurant window in a speedboat? That was me.
I saw the film. I didn't recognise you.
Oh, that's good. You're not meant to.
I know. So, how do you prepare for a film like that?
First, you have to talk through the stunts with the director. So, for example, if you're going to fall out of a window, you have to talk about how he or she wants you to move in the air and land, hit the ground, you know.
Whoa, Andy, it sounds so dangerous. Have you ever been injured?
Not too much. I'm lucky. Just a few bumps and bruises. But a lot of stuntmen and women do get injured. Sprained ankles, broken arms and legs and the like. If you think about it, if you have to fall off a horse, say, 10 or 12 times in one day, you're not going to feel great.
I'm laughing, but...
Actually, there was another injury.
What was that?
Well, I was going to do a really big film. In Greece, it was Captain Corelli's Mandolin with Nicolas Cage. And then, just before I had to leave, I sprained my ankle.
Oh, what a shame. How did you do that?
Well, I was running in my local park and I fell. Can you believe it?
You're kidding. You don't do much stunt work now, do you?
No, I don't. I haven't done much since I married and had kids. My wife was pleased when I stopped. But my sons love to hear about when Dad was a stuntman. I still love a bit of danger in my life.
OK, how about a game of squash with me now? That's enough danger for me.
8.9. A children's song.
Head and shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. Head and shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. And eyes and ears and mouth and nose. Head and shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. Arms and legs and feet and hands, feet and hands. Arms and legs and feet and hands, feet and hands. And eyes and ears and mouth and nose. Head and shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes.
(8.10) The doctor's diagnosis. 1.
I can't stop coughing and blowing my nose.
You've got a cold. It's just a bad cold.
2.
I've got a fever. My whole body aches and I feel awful.
You've got flu. Just go home and go to bed.
3.
It hurts when I walk on it.
You've got a sprained ankle. It looks quite bad. You should go for an X-ray.
4.
I keep going to the toilet.
You've got diarrhea. It's probably something you've eaten. You can get some pills from the pharmacist.
5.
My glands are swollen and it hurts when I swallow.
You've got a sore throat. Let me see. Yes. It's tonsillitis.
Oh.
6. I keep being sick and I've got terrible diarrhea.
You've got food poisoning. It will pass in a few hours. Oh dear. The toilet's just over there.
7.
I start sneezing when I'm near a cat.
You've got an allergy. Lots of people are allergic to cats. You can take antihistamine pills. You can get a packet from the chemist.
8.11. Seeing the doctor.
Hello. Come and sit down. What seems to be the problem?
Well, I haven't felt well for a few days. I've had a bad headache, and now I've got a sore throat.
Any sickness or diarrhea?
No, I haven't been sick or had any diarrhea.
Do you feel hot?
Yes, especially at night. I can't sleep because I feel hot, and I start coughing when I lie down.
OK, I'll just take your temperature. Can I just pop this in your mouth?
Ah,
yes. You do have a bit of a fever. Now, let me see your throat. Open your mouth wide, please.
Can you hear?
Pardon?
Can you see anything?
Yes, your throat looks very red. Does this hurt?
Ouch!
And your glands are swollen.
Is it serious?
No, not at all. You just have a bit of a throat infection. You should have antibiotics. Are you allergic to penicillin?
No, I'm not.
Good. Now, you shouldn't go to work for a couple of days, and you must drink plenty of liquids. Just take things easy for a while. I'll write you a prescription.
Thank you. Do I have to pay you?
No. Seeing me is free, but you'll have to pay for the prescription. It's £8.80.
Right. Thanks very much. Goodbye.